What's going on? All right. This video is going to be all about what happens when we lose our biodiversity. And just as a review here, let's talk about what biodiversity is again. So, what is biodiversity? Very simply, it's the variety of life. Sorry, get a little dizzy here. All right. So the variety of life, it can take all sorts of forms. We can talk about how, the genetic variety. We can talk about species variety. There's all sorts of different ways. But relatively speaking, we're talking about, and ignore that, I totally messed it up. Anyway, we're talking about the variety of different life forms. Okay. All right, so let's move down. Why is this so important? Well, they say about between 40 and 80% of the population in the earth depends on biodiversity and for their economics. So, I mean, that from right there, from that standpoint, it's really important. The other thing you want to mention, or we want to mention here, is that I didn't mean to move that down. Sorry about that. Move that back over. Is that the richer that diversity, really we're talking about the greater the medical advances, and discoveries, more economic development, and our ability to adapt to environmental changes. The more variety, the more chance we're going to be able to keep our organisms, all the organisms on the planet, from surviving whatever big economic change. Like right now, climate change is a big one. Okay, so what kind of human activities? We can go on and on about the number of different human activities that disrupt biodiversity. We could start with human population growth. Number one. That's got to be number one. Population growth of humans. Okay, habitat destruction. Pollution. Agriculture and farming. Global warming. Forest fragmentation, which means that there's certain species that need a specific area in which they're able to live in, or size, and we are cutting up these little patches, making like little tiny areas for where organisms can survive. Oh wait, no, I don't know. Overhunting is another big one. So you're going to look into some of these. Specifically, we're going to look at a thing called direct harvesting. That's on the next page. And farming. And then finally, going to finish off with deforestation. So the result of this loss of diversity, it goes on and on and on. The Regents exam likes to mention how there's that loss of potential medical discoveries, and that's just simply a human need, but really what we're looking at is that the stability of the global ecosystem is strained. It's challenged. It's that might be gone. The more biodiversity we lose, the greater that stuff's going to be gone. So, what do we need to do? What do you need to do about this assignment here? As you're scrolling down here, I'm going to scroll down here. You're going to, on this page, you're going to answer that as best you can after you're doing the reading. Read this over, put down some species, okay? Follow the directions as you go, but basically it's not a video. It's just going to be you reading this information and picking out the information. We will go over this in class, possibly after a quick quiz in this. So